Manappuram online gold loan smart hai.
Manappuram Finance Limited presents Unique Times Submit, revolutionizing travel through technology, the role of AI and virtual reality. Powered by FICF, Federal International Chamber Forum, Alcazar Watches, DQ, BOCI, DQ78 TFM Grade 1 Soap, and DQ T-shirts, an event by Pegasus Global Pvt Ltd.
It's truly wonderful to see the space filled with such vibrant energy, bright minds, and inspiring spirits. We are gathered here for the Unique Times Summit, where ideas meet innovation. And to set the tone for this meaningful evening, we begin with a moment of tradition, the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a symbol of knowledge, hope, and the spark of new beginnings. If I could welcome Dr. Ajit Ravi, the founder of Pegasus, the visionary mind behind today's event, and a true pioneer in entrepreneurship and empowerment, to begin the evening. We are truly privileged to be joined by a distinguished panel of dignitaries for this special moment. May I now warmly invite our honored guest to the stage for the lamp lighting ceremony as well. Ajitata, would you mind staying back? If I could welcome Sri Gokulam Gopalan, the chairman of Gokulam Group of Companies, an inspiring leader whose vision continues to transform lives and business across the nation. Welcome, sir. Loknath Behra, the Managing Director, Kochi Metro Rail Limited, known for his strategic leadership in advancing sustainable urban transit in Kerala. Mr. Manoj Padikkal, the CEO, Padikkal Travels. Mr. V.C. Praveen, the Vice Chairman, Gokulam Group of Companies. Mr. Prasanna Patwardhan, the President, Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. Mr. Kanwarjit Singh Samne, the Honorable Secretary, Indian Tourist Transport Association. Mr. Babu Panikar, the Additional Secretary, Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. Mr. Manu G, the Airport Director, Cochin International Airport Limited. Jolly Anthony, the Founder and CEO, Al Safina Group. I would love to request the dignitaries to kindly proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony. Requesting the dignitaries to kindly get back their seats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to officially open this evening with a signature vision and words of inspiration, please join me in welcoming the man behind it all, the founder of Pegasus Global Pvt Ltd. We have Dr. Ajit Ravi Pegasus delivering the welcome speech. Thank you, Dr. Ajit Ravi Pegasus, for your warm words of welcome. As we move forward, it's time to welcome a very, very special presence among us tonight. Our chief guest, A towering figure in both business and culture, he is the visionary behind a diversified empire spanning finance, hospitality, healthcare, and of course, education. His leadership has built not just successful enterprises, but also uplifted countless lives across South India. He is also a celebrated film producer and a passionate custodian of our cultural heritage with a deep commitment to preserving the essence of Indian tradition through cinema. A true icon of purpose-driven leadership and legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our chief guest, Sri Gokulam Gopalan. And that brings us to the Unique Times Summit 2025, proudly presented by Pegasus Global Pvt Ltd. This powerful platform brings together change makers, visionaries, and thought leaders to dive into a compelling theme. The theme is Revolutionizing Travel Through Technology, the Role of AI and Virtual Reality, which is actually very, very important. In today's ever-evolving world, success isn't measured by profit alone. It's about creating value through innovation, sustainability, and a sense of purpose. Since 2011, Unique Times has been at the forefront of business insights and meaningful conversations, and today we carry that legacy up forward. Let's use this opportunity to spark bold ideas, build meaningful connections, and inspire the change we wish to see in the world. To guide us through this dynamic session, we are honored to have a remarkable leader with us, and he's none other than Dr. K.A. Kuriachan, the former Rotary district governor, who made history as one of the youngest nominee at just 34. His experience, his vision, his passion for service make him the perfect moderator for this discussion. A video about him.
Dr. K.A. Kuriachan, Anthony Katukaran. An accomplished professional, he was one of the world's youngest Rotary governor, overseeing 12 districts in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. With degrees in civil engineering, applied psychology, an MBA in finance and foreign trade, and a PhD in management organizational behavior, he has served as honorary faculty in engineering and management institutions, mentoring multinational executives. He launched the Rotary Road Accident Helpline Live Highway Trauma Care Centers, saving thousands of lives. A Rotarian since 1989 to 90, he has chaired numerous seminars and initiated impactful projects like Youth Power India with 15,000 delegates and contributed to Mrs. P.T. Usha's sports school. Recognized by leaders like Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam and Sri Narendra Modi, he also manages a reputable interior design firm, King's Living Styles, in Coimbatore. His humanitarian efforts and dedication to service have earned him widespread acclaim. Presenting to you the person whose business is humanity in action, Dr. K.A. Kuriachan.
Yes, he's here and he'll remain on stage to lead the conversation. Let's give him a warm round of applause, please. Everybody together. Welcome, sir. Now, let me invite the panelists. It's time to welcome our esteemed panel of industry leaders who will share their insights in today's discussion theme, which I told already, Revolutionizing Travel Through Technology, the Role of AI and Virtual Reality. Let's bring our hands together as we invite Mr. V.C. Praveen, the Vice Chairman, Gokulam Group of Companies. Mr. Prasanna Patwardhan, the President, Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. Mr. Kanwarjit Singh Sanve, the Honorable Secretary, Indian Tourist Transporters Association. Mr. Babu Panikar, the Additional Secretary, Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. Mr. Manuji, the Airport Director, Kochi International Airport Limited. Mr. Loknath Behra, the Managing Director, Kochi Metro Rail Limited. And Mr. Jolie Anthony, the Founder, CEO, Al Safina Group. As you can see, the panel is ready, the moderator is absolutely ready. And with that, the stage is set. I now have the pleasure of handing over the platform to our moderator for the evening, Dr. K. Kuriachan, to take us through what promises to be an exciting and thought-provoking discussion. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. It's my privilege to be here for this business conclave on revolutionizing travel through technology, the role of the artificial intelligence and the virtual reality. I've been associated with the Pegasus Group, the chairman, Sri Ajit, for almost 2 decades now, and we are so happy to see how Ajit has revolutionized the concept of organizing so many beautiful programs, not only in the fashion industry, making people think, making people realize, and especially the new generation understand about the business conclaves, what he was trying to do for so many years. And this year also you have seen that he has brought so many distinguished and dignified VVIPs of our country who have taken their own profession to great heights. And many of the youngsters who have been watching, and I myself heard and saw from last 2-3 years, more than 10 lakh people looking at this summits and getting inspired by these summits, what Sri Ajit Pegasus and their team is doing. Last year, we had the CBI director, former director D.R. Karthikeyan also with us in Coimbatore, where I also had the opportunity to lead the similar business conclave. This year, when we are having it in Kochi, the beautiful city here, we have 7 very, very distinguished panelists. And today we have a chief guest, Sri Gokulam Global Pvt Ltd, who just inaugurated the session. Many of you know about the way how he has started all his Gokulam group all over the country. And I was fortunate to meet him almost 25 years back in Ooty, along with the Good Shepherd School founder, Sri P.C. Thomas. Those days in Ooty. And when I see him with the same vibrancy, and I can tell you, one of the panelists here is his own son-in-law, ever dynamic young, looks like a film star, Sri VC Praveen, the vice chairman of the Gokulam Group is here. Let's give a round of applause to VC Praveen, the vice chairman of the Gokulam Group and also managing a very good football team in Kerala. Another very distinguished person, very simple, humble person, and is only having 6,000 trucks in India. He was just mentioning from north to south, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, or from Porbandar to Silchar. He's a person east or west, north or south, a simple beginning with only 1 truck, and he says now he has got only 6,000 trucks. We have Dr. Vijay Sankeshwar, chairman of the VRL group, also amongst us today. Those of them who will be viewing all over the world to make sure this panel discussion is taking place of very important personalities here. And the most important aspects of introducing the next panelist who has brought real great name to the government of Kerala as the Director General of Police, Sri Loknath Behra, IPS, who has also taken so many important assignments, including as a distinguished officer for the Central Bureau of Investigations, CBI, and many prominent cases like the Mumbai blast and also the Staines murder case. All these things were taken the lead by this distinguished IPS officer, Sri Loknath Behra, IPS, who is also one of the distinguished and very most respected panelists here. And whenever I travel all over the world, we always say India is the best. And in India, we have a private and public participated airport which is showing to the world, to the people, what green revolution is in true sense. When you fly, when you go by train, when you go by road, when you cross across this Angamali to Alwa road, you will always find, especially yesterday also when I was crossing, we have seen this beautiful sun control, sun panels, making sure this airport is fully running with the solar energy, going green. This is managed by one of the most distinguished airport director who's come here and going to be our panel discussion member, Sri Manu G, who's one of the panel members today, who is airport director of the Cochin International Airport Limited, Sial. Next, we have got the Honorary Secretary of the Indian Tourist Transport Association, Sri Kanwaljit Sahani. Let's all welcome Sri Kanwaljit Sahani, who is the Honorary Secretary. And next, we have Sri Babu Panikkar, Additional Secretary of the Bus and Car Operators Federation of India. And we have Prasanna Patwardhan, the tall, handsome, looks like a military man and a film star also, and who is the president of the Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. I was also asking him, was he in the defense? Looks like defense, and a role model for many of them. And I saw from though I am a trainer for the Air Force officers as a honorary person in the Coimbatore Air Force Administrative College, I also felt when I meet some of the officers where my good friend, Major General Vivekanandan, also retired. He's sitting here in the front row. We have got a district governor, Shivasundaram from Namakkal from 2982. All of the leading personalities are amongst the audience today. We have also another very, very important person, Sri Jolly Anthony, the founder and CEO of Al Safina Group. Let's all give a round of applause to all those panelists. Friends, all of us here, we all are looking at AI. We all are looking at virtual reality. What is AI? I'm sure all of you know, the artificial intelligence. Whenever I take classes for some of them, whatever bureaucracy, whatever type of people they are, whatever type of people you can face in life, business, profession, whatever you are, I always tell our youngsters especially, aim high, dream big, and always use your common sense. Many people will always forget to use their common sense, never just go through the textbooks alone. But now, using all our common sense, using the data, whatever we are collecting through the beautiful data, what has been produced, the big companies like NVIDIA or Scale AI, they are all presenting some of the best artificial intelligence data. And this is all produced so beautifully through ChatGPT. I'm sure many of you will get all your answers through ChatGPT. So this artificial intelligence is revolutionizing. It is taking a big change. It is taking a big challenge. The transformation what is taking place through the artificial intelligence, through our transport and travel system is going to be phenomenal. From the bullock cart time to the bullet train, if you see now the transformation, how it has taken, I can tell you, my dear friends, 50 years back, bullock carts were quite common in the roads. Now, you are seeing bullet trains in Japan, coming to India also shortly, and you will find the next 50 years, just imagine and see how we can see the transformation taking place in the artificial intelligence. Similarly, the virtual reality. You have seen, just yesterday we saw in the newspapers, our great group captain Subhanshu Shukla has come back from the outer space. How did he practice himself? Other than his physical fitness, which each one of you are all dreaming to keep ourselves fit, how did Subhanshu Shukla go to the outer space and come back? We saw he has revolutionized the whole change, and the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji also said, it is our own 140 crore population looking for this astronaut who went to outer space and came back here is because of the virtual reality, what he saw. He was simulated and trained by seeing how he will be in a virtual reality, checking about how he can be in zero gravity, how he can survive in that 18 days in zero gravity. He has proved, and the virtual reality also showing us to the new generation whether it is possible. I can tell you, 15 years back, when I was telling my students that change is going to take place in different ways. 30 years back, when I said the change will definitely take place when we had a big handset, which only can speak 100 meters away. We have phones. When 30 years back, when I said we will have phones where we can look at the person in the United States and speak, when that time, even to get a call from Kochi to Thrissur, you have to go for an STD call, which many of the youngsters may not know. The change is taking place so well through technology. So this Pegasus group, who is planning this business conclave today to bring this artificial intelligence and virtual reality, is for each one of you who's listening through the multimedias, through the whatever media you're watching or going to watch this program, going to understand how artificial intelligence is going to take this travel industry to the greater heights, how the virtual reality will give you a chance and platform to you to understand how you can use your common sense, think differently, make for things which can make it possible. I always say the three things, the basic things what human beings want is our food, shelter, clothing. After that, the fourth most important thing for our human beings is travel and transport. So today we saw in transport, one of the great person being recognized, giving you the message that all of you here in the audience are listening, you will also be one of the top transporters in the country. Similarly, for travel, you have seen the top leaders being sitting here who are managing the travel industry, the president, secretary, all of them from different parts are here. So they are here to make you feel they can still smile. Those of you who got one truck, one bus, one car, I have met many of those people saying, sir, so much of difficulty in travel industry. The driver may take leave, the vehicle have a problem, the mechanical problem, a lot of issues they keep complaining. But when you see these smiling faces here, the president, secretary, all those people from connected to the travel industry, if they are keeping a smiling face, they have made sure every person in this travel industry who's having a single car or hundreds of cars, who's having a single truck or 6,000 trucks, or who's having a one bus, who's got 200 or 500 or 5,000 buses. When I was a student for engineering in Bangalore, believe me, I have to go to Majestic to book a bus ticket to come to Coimbatore, my hometown. But now, you've got Red Bus. You've got so many apps which you can operate from your house. All of you to understand here is, there are plenty of opportunities available in front of you. There may be challenges. How do you convert this opportunity into a reality for you to make each one of you watching this business conclave as a stepping stone for you to make yourself as a progressive leader and you become a global citizen? So my dear friends, today when we are here for the session, as a small introduction for this program, I'm going ahead with the questions for the panelists. It's only for them to answer. We will ask simple questions. I know they are ready to answer any complicated questions also. They're all well organized, well reputed personalities of the country. So I will start with the tall personality, Sri Prasanna Patwardhan, President of the Bus and Car Operators Federation of India, with the first question. He is a visionary entrepreneur, you all know, and he has taken up this assignment for a long time, and he is going up with these programs and projects, whatever good for the travel industry. He has started using and advising people of artificial intelligence and virtual reality. Sir, Sri Prasanna Patwardhan ji, who is the President of Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. How are bus and car operators currently leveraging artificial intelligence to improve fleet efficiency and route optimization?
AI is like any other tool, so it is no different. So unless you know how to use it, it's of no use. There are multiple ways by which you can utilize AI. So broadly two things. One, how we can use it for from customer point of view. And second, how do you use it for your own business to make it more efficient, reliable, safe, etc., etc. So from customer's perspective, see now, as you rightly said, you can book from anywhere, you can do anything. But finding out multiple things, AI will help you in finding out multiple things out of that whole data, what you get. So planning your journey depending on multiple things like weather, traffic situations, road conditions, terrain, etc., etc. So AI can give you all that information at click of a button. So planning your tour depending on environmental changes is also possible. From operator's perspective, there are multiple things which you can do. I always say that if you want to become efficient, the only way to become efficient is technology today. So for example, now you have technology which can give you access, a live access to all your vehicles, wherever they are. if your driver yawns, out of 1,000 buses, you can find out in which bus driver is yawning. So otherwise, you will have to keep on looking at 1,000 buses, right? So unless you have some tools which find out exceptions, because there is a habit of people showing huge data, only data is garbage. So finding right kind of things to make you efficient. Just to give examples, for example, in our bus industry or truck industry, your particular part has particular life. When you have trucks like 6,000 trucks or those kind of numbers, finding out which vehicle is giving right kind of mileage, right kind of spare parts. So if you take spare part, then spare part, which spare part, who has sent it to you, who has worked on it, so who is the mechanic, who is driver, on which road it is driving. So all this is possible. And all this is possible only because you get report out of exceptions. If you keep on looking at all the data, it is impossible to find out multiple things. You just cannot do it. So there are, I can keep on talking about it for days actually. There are so many things which you can do with AI, particularly on vehicle maintenance. Or say for example, I always take emergency seat. When I go by flight, I take always emergency seat because I do not have any choice. So you can find out which person is preferring which seat. So next time when he comes for booking, you can always show him this is your seat. So there are few things which by exception you get, otherwise that was not possible before. Finding out exception, because data mining is very difficult. When the day when machine learning came, then we reached up to AI. So now machine tells you what to do and what not to do. That is very important part of AI. And
Thank
that
you
is
so
the
much.
biggest advantage.
Thank you so much. See how beautifully you put it. The right type of data when you select, you get better efficiency. Better efficiency with the goal what you are trying to add will get the better effectiveness. Beautifully you said. So right type of data has to be collected. Thank you so much, Ji. Now I go to our Manu Ji, the airport director. May I ask you, how is artificial intelligence currently being used at Cochin International Airport to streamline passenger flow and operational efficiency?
Okay, thank you, Kurian ji, and thank you, the organizers, for giving an opportunity to Cochin International Airport. So, with respect to that question, how the artificial intelligence is being used at Cochin International Airport, aviation is a sector, as an industry, where the public expects innovations, but we have got some restrictions as well, because it is not only one ministry we are dealing with. Different ministries are being there for the regulations in aviation sector. Example, the Ministry of Home is there, Ministry of Defense is there, Ministry of Environmental and Forest Science is there. So we have got restrictions, but with respect to Cochin Airport, we are actually trying to lead the show with respect to the technology. And just 1 month or 2 months before, we started our CAL 2.0, which is a digitalization regime. We entered into that sector. Even our IT, that has been renamed as Innovation Department, Technology and Innovation Department. Coming to the point, how Cochin International Airport is using artificial intelligence for passenger comfort. It is not only passenger, we are using it for our betterment of the safety, betterment of the security, and betterment of the logistics service as well. I will just give you an example. Our airport is having around 3,000 cameras fitted, CCTV cameras fitted all over the terminals and on the city side and air side. Petabyte of data is being flowing to our servers, where without machine intervention or artificial intelligence, we cannot use it. It is a junk of data. Now all the CCTVs are being changed to AI-enabled CCTVs. Around 4,000 cameras are being used to capture all the data, whatever happening in the city side and air side. Example, the passenger movement. So if a passenger coming to the city side, the cameras will focus that and will ensure that all the service points, example, the check-in counter, the immigration counter, the custom counter, the pre-embarkation security check counters, it will alert the respective departments how many number of counters need to be opened by analyzing the data. So this is the way the service level to the passengers has been delivered by airport operator, like Cochin International Airport. Not only it is being used for the passenger efficiency, it is being used for the safety or security as well. So if some issues is being happening, the camera will be focusing to that area. It will be alerted to the security personnel, and the security personnel will be intervening that aspect. It is a proactive method of dealing people with respect to the service qualities. So this is one case where the passengers are getting benefited by artificial intelligence with respect to present situation of the Cochin International Airport operations. And another case that is coming up is we are actually for the logistic movement, we are actually in deal with vertical takeoff and landing systems. That is, other than without captain, without crew, we can transport logistic from one point to the other. Example, from Cochin International Airport to Kalur Stadium or a nearby area, without a captain, the flight can airlift some logistic and move. This is a first step before the passenger movement without any captain. So these all are the areas where artificial intelligence and with respect to our documentation or administration purpose, we actually ventured into the SAP system where the paperless, we are using paperless documentation, and now for any minutes of the meeting, we are using the artificial intelligence to minute it. So these all are the ways where Cochin International Airport which ventured into artificial intelligence, which give the passenger better comfort, better service level, and better safety, and the people will feel more secure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manuji. See, the way he's using artificial intelligence is not only for keeping up the time, emphasizing on passenger safety. That's why Cochin International Airport is still going to greater and greater heights. How beautifully he has planned it, how artificial intelligence is being used for streamlining such a busy airport. Thank you so much for your beautiful answer, Sri Manu ji. Now I come to a very important personality who is managing one of the most important Kochi Metro Rail Limited as managing director and done so many things in the past, Sri Loknath Behra ji. Could VR be used to enhance passenger experience, such as route familiarization or station navigation?
Oh, well, I think you are meaning thereby how do we use the VR?
Yeah,
virtual
VR.
reality, yeah. To be honest to you, not much actually things have been done in this part of the world as far as VR is concerned, but VR can be very well used. For example, you go to a station like Edapalli or Tripunatara, where this is very little complex. I mean, where to get the ticket and how to reach the platform and all those. If the VR is there embedded in your phone or you are wearing that particular glasses, you can easily find out how to go. It will prompt you to go and you can see that. That is how you meant, I think that is the most of the things. So in a very complex stations in UK or in Russia and other places where I've gone, I've seen this kind of things are already there. Now they are actually bringing the VR to your tablet so that also can prompt you. That is another way of looking into that. The other part is that the VR can be very well used to train your people. I mean, how it is to giving a real life situation and how you can work, operate, or simulations, everything you can do. So also, basically, I think in evacuation of the people in a disaster, that also is possible. So what I say is that it can be used for various ways, and some people are using. And as far as the AI is concerned, trust me, I have traveled quite a bit after taking over the charge of the metro. People talk about the AI, but AI has not been fully integrated to the metro. Very few metros have done very, very small work. Now DMRC, which is now actually having 400 kilometers of length, they are now studying it to start the process. They have not yet implemented. Recently I saw in Taiwan, they have an AI application like this. If you go to the lift is meant for the elderly persons and those people who are disabled. Once you go there, the lift will only open if they are there. The lift is actually programmed in that particular manner. Suppose Patwardhan ji goes, it will not open. So that is what the power of AI, actually they are doing that. Maybe that we become a little late starter, so we will be gainer. So, and we have a very good workforce in India, and I'm sure that in metro this will also come. The last thing I wanted to say is that, look, in the transport is such a sector. Somebody was actually telling me what are the most important things a human being today wants. Earlier it used to be food. Now food is actually fourth or fifth in place. The first thing that everybody wants is internet. Number one. Internet nahi hai to khatam ho gaya life. And the second part is transport. I want to travel. That is the actually spirit. You see, I know Gokulam sir for a long time. He loves to travel. That is actually his. So the ease of travel, or Babu, is actually first Volvo bus in Delhi was brought by him. And I traveled there in that bus. So, but the ease of travel by ticketing or something, by using the technology, can we do it? We have done it in Cochin. Everybody actually follows now Cochin. We have one instrument. You can travel in my water metro, you can travel in metro, you can travel in feeder bus, you can travel in auto rickshaw with the same instrument. So that is what the power of technology.
Wonderful. See how the power of technology and how Kochi Metro, he is trying to be the front runner, showing to the world. But now all those youngsters who can also be sure, what he pointed out beautifully in his answer, don't get detected by the artificial intelligence camera, what he said, what he saw in Taipei. And you should not get upset when you are not allowed inside the lift. So before that, use your common sense, as I said earlier, that you are fit like Patwardhan ji means, please use the stairs. That will keep your physical fitness better. And if you're disabled, please use the lift. If you are old, please use the lift. But even if you're old, 70 or 80, if you are young at heart, if you feel you're fit, please use the stairs. What he said is, never get the artificial intelligence camera to detect and stop you from entering. So this is the technology what Sri Loknath Behraji was going. And now I will ask one more question to Sri Loknath Behraji itself, because is there a roadmap for making metro systems more tech integrated across India's tier 2 and 3 cities?
Well, this is a very important thing for all of us. We always think of metro in a metropolitan city. We were thinking only Delhi, Kolkata. It started with Kolkata, then it went to Delhi, then it was in Bangalore, it was in Chennai. But it also came to Kochi. Now it is there in Kanpur. It is there in Ghaziabad. So, now, according to the plan, 2047, after 100 years of our independence, 100 cities, or I'll say urban areas, should have metro. So there will be definitely tier 2 and tier 3 cities will be there. And it has already started. The DPRs are being prepared and all those things are funding, everything is being happening. Now the question is, sometimes we will say, these smaller places, see, bigger places like say in Delhi, because the distances are so much, so you want to travel from Karol Bagh to Dwaraka, so you will certainly go by metro. even if there is a no last mile or first mile connectivity, saying that at least in 20 minutes I will reach there. You go by car, I will take 1 hour. But in a smaller place, if the integration is not there with the other modes of transport like auto rickshaw or a e-rickshaw or a bus, then the people will not travel. So that is the bit. So your question is very relevant in the sense that how do you do it? By using technology. So whether your town is smart in technical sense, it has the internet and it has all the kind of things. Whether we can integrate these things. I don't want to actually go, get down from a metro, stand in a queue to get a ticket for the bus or or I will wait for 20 minutes the bus to come. I will program myself in such a way, from the train, if I go, I have a transport to go to the next place. This integration can only take place through technology. That is what, of course, physical non-motorized transports and other things are all there, which are being made, but technology is very important.
So nice. So tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities who are going to watch this live, for your information, once the technology is there, artificial intelligence and virtual reality will come to place. I had the opportunity to meet our present Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, in Ahmedabad in 2007 when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, when he invited me for breakfast in his house. But somehow I had the feeling when I shook hands with him, with great respect and reverence to him, sir, we want to see a developed India and you must be the Prime Minister. I just was a young past district governor of Rotary. But he was saying, I do not know. I like to serve wherever God has given me an opportunity to serve. But I was feeling that thing in mind, that why should India be second to any other country in the world? And today, as what Sri Loknath Behra ji said, in every tier 3 cities, we are going to have all these facilities because everywhere the technology-driven factors are going to come. And India, wherever you go, I'm sure many of you travel all over the world, you will find Indians, we are no longer snake charmers or cattle grazers. We are technology-driven people. Many a times, even last month when I was in England, some people immediately come to us seeing an Indian's face. Can you set my laptop? Can you make my mobile phone clear? They think we are all scientists, we are all specialists of computer applications. So that change is taking place. I'm sure all the cities, so tier 3 to tier 3, and I can be very sure our entire country is going to be more revolutionized with technology. Thank you so much, Sri Loknath Behra ji. That so beautifully he has put it in a very simple and humble way, how this all will take place in our country shortly. Now, I come to our next important personality, Sri V.C. Praveen, the Vice Chairman of the Gokulam Group of Companies. As someone leading a diversified business group with strong interests in hospitality and tourism, how do you see artificial intelligence transforming the customer experience in the travel sector today?
Thanks, Kurian. Today, the most popular word in the everywhere is AI. I just remembered our college days, because then the computer was just beginning. So when we go to the engineering college students, when they go to the chairman's room, they would have taken 100 seats instead of other departments have only 40, 50 seats. And they will say, I want to join mechanical and electronic. And the chairman will say, why not IT? That is the future. So like that, the stage has come that today AI is the future. Many don't know what AI is. And just today, last April, May, when the students' counseling was going on, every student as well as the parent want to talk about AI only. AI is the most popular word. It has been there before also. I think right from calculator days, it is artificial. In fact, calculator also is an artificial intelligence. So like Behra sir said, can be used in the right way. It should work parallel with human intelligence also, like how you started off with saying common sense. Human intelligence also should be there. So whenever we diversify into anything, AI is very important, but at the same time, we should have a proper human intelligence to run it also. Somebody who can dream it, visualize it, and proceed. Like what Behra said, what's seen in earlier Malayalam films also. If you see in Prem Nasir, Jose Prakash films also, you'll have this where the mask is worn and he can access everywhere. So that is only his artificial intelligence. So the right technique should be implemented with the right human management. So humans are always important. How much ever AI or anything comes in future also, I think humans have to implement this and follow it. That's
Thank you, Praveen. Right technology has to be used. He was emphasizing whatever, however, the data comes through the artificial intelligence. Sri Praveen was mentioning using our common sense again. So I always repeat this to some of you who have been listening. Why, as your friend Kuriachan is trying to tell you, use your common sense. Nothing can overtake our intelligence. God has created us so beautifully. Even small times when you want to take a food, stop your food, our hypothalamus or some part of the brain starts working and saying, this is enough for you. So our intelligence is so beautifully built. The God's creation, how it has been built, is something great where he has mentioned, answered, everything works on the intelligence what we use. And this is for you also to think that artificial intelligence cannot take everything in their hands. We have to control the artificial intelligence. It is artificial and our brain is natural. So over to the next panelist, Sri Kanwaljit Singh Sahni ji. Kanwaljit Sahni ji, the Honorary Secretary of Indian Tourist Transporters Association. Kanwaljit Sahni ji, if you're ready, I ask this question to you. Can virtual reality based simulations improve driver safety and compliance in commercial fleets?
Nothing in world can trouble you as much as your own thoughts. I joined my father in 1981, and at that time we used to have buses. BUS bus. What is bus? Bus under sun. No air condition, no fans, nothing. People did not know. We slowly driven to coaches. Coaches is what? A coach in air-conditioned habits. That is what a coach is. There were almost negligible accidents at that time. Before that, from 1981 till day today when I joined my father. Now, today, if you compare with what you have asked me, we cannot speak against AI at all. But in my personal experience of 43 years in this trade, 44 years in this trade, I feel that total dependency on AI is definitely not our thought of process in the transport industry. The only benefit is Google. You know the way, you know the route. Despite that, you switch on the Google and then go to check and see the traffic congestions. There was a time when we used to, by heart, remember about 50, 60, 70 phone numbers of drivers and staff. It is hard to remember your wife's name number today. You have to open a, pinch of a time. Now, this is what AI has done to us. One mobile has disturbed the complete universe by kicking out the watches, kicking out the calculators, kicking out the music system. You have everything in hand. Even when the drivers are trained today, the commercial drivers of cars and coaches are trained on stimulators. You will be shocked to hear the stimulators are also worked or done by the human being standing along. It is just like a video game. I am very sorry to say this, but AI is spoiling our habits. Me being in the tourist transport industry, our association is recognized by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. I am also the Vice President under Mr. Prasanna Patwardhan in BOCI. The tourist transport segment is totally dependent upon virtual. There are negligible accidents. Negligible accidents. How I compare that? When a driver of a bus did not know the routes, did not know the areas where he is going, he still used to reach there by asking the nukkad pan wala or the chai wala or the rickshaw wala. Today, the gentleman Google takes you into the wrong direction also. We train our drivers. That is a part of the duty which Ministry of Tourism has assigned to the association, Indian Tourist Transport Association. But in that also, we train them to make themselves fit. While driving, if they are using a Google, it is again very, very serious. In the booking condition, if you see, it can definitely make easier for the customer to apply on AI. But it will surely land you into an expensive mode of price. There are differences between, lot of differences between VR and AI, but I highly recommend that this sort of AI, because the generation is changing, because the coming birth of the new children which is happening, they are beyond thoughts. They are more, how they get into the knowledge in their mother's womb, I don't know, but the present generation of the children born, they are far more intelligent. Now, how is it happening? It is only happening because when we think that this and this is happening and we see, that goes into it. AI is clearing everything, it is getting everything, but in the transport industry, we need to have virtual things more than AI. This is my perspective as Secretary of Indian Tourist Transport Association. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I understand what you are saying, then artificial intelligence or virtual reality, the common sense of a driver. I agree what he fully says, and what he was saying in 1981, the accidents were lesser, and today the accidents are more. Almost 137,500 people are getting killed every year due to road accidents, and almost 1.2 million people are getting crippled due to road accidents. So maybe those days they've used their common sense better. But I can only tell you, my dear friends, whatever it is, though human error can be avoided by using their own common sense, I always used to feel, as in 2001 when we started the Road Accident Helpline project, before 108 came to India, I always used to tell to the central government officials, also to the Transport Department, when National Highways Authority of India had invited me to Delhi, please focus and educate. When our Singh ji spoke so beautifully about how they give training to their drivers, that is something very important, training the drivers. So there, I was telling the then Urban Affairs Minister, Major General Kanduri, how this should be brought to the country, where we use the 3 E's those days also. The engineering, education to the drivers, what rightly Mr. Singh said, and the third, you cannot get away. If there is good engineering and education, you will be enforced with penalty. Because we all are youngsters, all of you listening also. We say there is a lot of freedom in this country, but we always praise, see Singapore, see United States, see the discipline, road discipline. And here we have freedom to not to follow the road discipline. Because of you and me, we have a lot of accidents. We cross red lights. We cross the signals, making somebody else who's following the rules into a disaster accident. So what Cindy said today is training the drivers. With this, I'm also making a point, as I made to the Prime Minister, made to the Honorable Urban Affairs Minister, to the President Secretary of the Drivers Association or the bus owners, lorry drivers. As you're looking training also, I look them in the humanitarian, human concern. Please provide air-conditioned cabins for all the truck drivers also. Please make it a point that every truck driver or bus driver also is a human being. We all got lovely air-conditioned coaches. Making it clear to, let us make every lorry driver. Sometimes I feel pity when I cross the Walayar checkpost. The drivers driving almost 2,000, 3,000 kilometers, they come down in a hot cabin. So please make sure, it's only a request, I think all of you will agree, their driving skills, their happiness is also important to us, because our lives, our safety is in their hands. So as we see the aircrafts or trains are air conditioned, let's have all the trucks and buses, their driver's cabin to be air conditioned.
A point which was left, I was wanting to say was that from last almost 10 years, Prasanna ji, all truck cabins and coaches are air conditioned for drivers.
Wonderful. Let's give a round of
All.
applause
That
to
is-
this.
that is definitely
If this
there.
is becoming a reality, let's give a round of applause. If all the trucks and drivers' cabin are going to be air conditioned, hats off to you.
I was coming back to one regarding tourism. We are selling India abroad today on 5-6 main things. That is religious tourism, medical tourism, cattle grazing tourism, in which we take them to villages. Again, we tell them how the water is pumped out of the well. We are wanting to show them what villages are. Because, you know, Taj Mahal is the only thing which anybody, any foreigner who wants to come to India, he first says Taj Mahal. But after that triangle, Delhi, Agra, Jaipur is over, we have to take them to these religious places. Ayodhya has taken India to next level. Temples in Kochi have taken to India next level.
Wonderful.
Today, maximum foreign tourists is visiting South India rather than North India.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Patwardhan ji, please, sir. You
So
want to
I
add?
would like to give some examples of how virtual reality can really help improve safety. See, you have ADAS now fixed on most of the buses. It can give you actually habits of driver. See, for example, front camera. Some drivers have habit of tail ending very closely. So it's a potential hazard. So accordingly, you need to find out what driver is using what habits which are hazardous for accident. Some drivers have habit of immediately coming out on the road from behind the vehicle, and then front vehicle comes and dashes him. So such kind of things, AI can give you driver-wise behavior on road as well as how he is using his engine. Whether he is shifting his gear at the right RPM, whether he is harsh braking, whether he is dangerously braking, whether he is overspeeding wherever not required. So there are multiple things which you can find out through AI about driver's behavior. And accordingly, rather than giving only classroom training where 50 people are sitting and you are just imparting your knowledge, it is important to counsel those drivers and show them parallel examples that in the same situation, how that other driver is behaving. And virtual reality can really help in simulators, what we call it as. So simulators can really very help in reducing accident to much larger extent. Airlines are using it for ages, but unfortunately on the road, it is not being used much because firstly, it is unorganized sector, availability of simulators also. But coming back to your virtual reality and AI, both put together, it can be a great help for training.
Wonderful. See what a change. Not only the airlines, it's for you to note, even the transport sector is having simulators. They're using the virtual reality to train the drivers. That is a great sign for India's development. We will see a lot of drivers trained to make sure their colleagues, as he rightly said, see the other driver, how he is behaving, how he is using the traffic signals, following the rules, how he gives the indicator signs, how he maintains his vehicle, where are the lights burning properly. So all this simulation through the virtual reality, what our president has confirmed and messaged to all of us. Some of you, when you meet the truck drivers, please ask them to go to the respective district headquarters association and tell these simulators are available for the drivers to learn how to follow the traffic rules. Thank you so much, Ji. Now, coming to Sri Jolly Anthony, a person, multifaceted personality, running transport, travel industry, and also, I was told, one of the best resorts he is having in Munnar. Sri Jolly Anthony, a question for you, who is the CEO of Al Safina Group. Do you believe virtual reality experiences like virtual tours will eventually replace physical travel for some segments, or are they more of a complement?
Good evening. First of all, thanks to Dr. Ajit Ravi for organizing this type of business conclaves in Cochin and inviting all our friends from all over India to come to Cochin and experience the hospitality of Kerala. Thank you very much for that. And thanks for all of them who came here long way to Cochin and to Kerala. Don't go back today itself or tomorrow. Experience 1 week in Kerala and go back. That's our request. Okay. And we come back to Mr. Kuriachan's question. Virtual reality, it helps really air travel business. Air travel business, as you know, in 90s, we were issuing tickets by hand, and you have to take that ticket to airport for travel. Later on, it was printing, not handwritten. Then it changed to printing. Then it came e-ticketing. E-ticketing made a big change all over the world, that from anywhere you can call somebody and issue the ticket and just give the ticket number to that airport or the counter and people can travel. You don't want to carry any paper or any ticket or anything like that. That made a big change all over the world. Now, connecting with tourism sector, hospitality and air travel, before in travel agencies, the staff is responsible when he is suggesting some hotel to somebody. Now, when we are suggesting a hotel to somebody, we are giving a virtual tour of that hotel and we are showing the room of the hotel, what is the size of the room, all these things to the customer, and he is convinced, then we sell that product. Means our risk factor came down. Second thing, when we are issuing a ticket, before customer will call you, I need a window seat, I need an aisle seat, I need vegetarian food, I need non-veg. A lot of requests were there and the counter staff was fulfilling it. Now what happened, we issue the ticket and give it to them and they choose their seats, they choose their meal and whatever they want to issue the boarding pass, they are doing it. They don't want any help from our staff. In a way, it is good. In another way, these ticketing also came online and they are not approaching travel agents to issue the tickets. It's actually against this, this thing for in travel industry. But what we are seeing is giving more human touch and giving more facilities to our customers, which you were telling before that AI is there, but you have to use your common sense. That is not, AI is not having a common sense. Whatever you feed it, you can get it, that's all. Common sense, only human behavior only can connect with common sense. Now, most of the people were issuing tickets online, they came back to travel agents again. Why? Because they are not getting that satisfaction, and when they are in trouble, nobody is supposed to help them. That's why people coming back to the travel agents again. And what travel agents has done is they upgrade themselves. And for an example, before we were planning a trip to UK, we make a hotel booking and we give a ticket, and sometimes we give a tour because we have operators there. They are operating buses and car and all these things. We connect with them. Now what is happening? Before traveling, we are giving a virtual tour to that customer that he can see wherever they are going, in which bus they are going, which seat they have selected. They can change the seat. They have a lot of possibility came. It is good for the customer. And another thing what I want to tell is, nowadays, after a campaign run by our Prime Minister that Wed in India, okay, it made a big change in wedding industry. Before, people were making weddings in UAE, in Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah or something like that, or Azerbaijan, Turkey, or Colombo, or Malaysia, somewhere. Now, after the campaign from Prime Minister, it made a big change that lot of weddings were happening in India. They are not going out. It helps tourism industry and hospitality industry. Now, for us, what happened is in Munnar, never made a big wedding until 2024. We are the first pioneers in hotel industry. In Munnar, we have done now almost 10-15 big weddings. for 3 nights, 4 nights wedding and bringing 5 crores business in 3 days in that place, helping the community all. Now that money is not coming to us, it's going to the transport division, buses, and event management company, the hotelier, the food, and the purchases there. Everybody is benefiting. It's making a big change in the hospitality industry also. But now we have to adopt, even it is VR or AI, today or tomorrow. Yesterday's, before mobile, there was a system called pager. Everybody was using. It was luxury that time. But now, most of the people who are sitting here, they don't know what is pager. Okay, it has gone. Now mobile, we are thinking internet and mobile is the topmost. But after 10 years, we will see the new things. Maybe mobile also will go out of this thing. Means every time when new things come, we have to adopt. And the other thing what we have to do is we have to upgrade ourselves to that level. Singhji was telling, now in the womb of mother, baby know most of the things what we know now after 50 years. But it is happening, because we are thinking about that and we are studying and we are ready. And still, the people who is sitting here, most of them I think more than 50, we are ready to fight with the new gen and we are competing with them and we are successful also and we compete and we survive with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jolly Anthony. The way he has put it, and what Prime Minister told, we all heard about Make in India. Now he says, Wed in India. So all of the new generation especially, those of you looking for Bali or Dubai or Oman or Sri Lanka, Maldives, Mauritius, you have got Wed in India concept, what Mr. Jolly Anthony has beautifully said. It's a true fact. I was there in the Al Jazeera hotels in Oman also, where 3 hotels you have seen, all sea-facing. I used to love those places and used to say, this is a perfect marriage, wedding destinations. And now when Jolly Anthony is telling me, he has brought Munnar to a position where he has had so many big weddings conducted here. All of you to understand and promote also, our India is the best country. Why don't we have Wed in India concept here? And also what he has said, like virtual reality, what he's using, or artificial intelligence. Maybe artificial intelligence cannot use much of common sense, but common sense is definitely required to collect data and collect more data through the knowledge what we gain, feed it to the artificial intelligence sectors, what ChatGPT or NVIDIA companies are all doing. Use those for transformation of this travel and tourism industry. And as a virtual reality, I can say an actual reality. Now he has announced Munnar. I have not gone to the property. All of you are present here with permission with him. This is actual reality, I'm telling you, my dear friends. With the permission of Jolly Anthony, is recorded already. Those of you who are going to extend one more day to Munnar tomorrow, I straight away get 50% concession for all of you if you're going to Munnar and stay. So he's clapping and he's accepting this sign for all of you to extend for one more day. This is beautiful. Kerala is beautiful. Munnar is beautiful. So friends, this is only for us to experience what artificial intelligence and virtual reality is taking place. Now I come to the next most important person, Babu Panikar, Additional Secretary of the Bus and Car Operators Confederation of India. What are the most realistic and immediate artificial intelligence tools that regional transport operators can adopt to improve service delivery?
Good evening. Thank you very much. But what I got, actually we all are got, this information from all these panelists, that's AI won't give. It's a very informative and good discussion going on. Actually, all the points they discussed, Prasanna ji also, that whatever the transport sector is facing and vehicle maintenance and all other sector he told. And for the regional transport operator, it's okay, cloud-based solutions are there, managing ticketing, managing scheduling, fleet management, and maintenance, all this on-time schedule, everything. But now, actually, the main difficult for me, for the small-time operator, that government restrictions are there. If you see that national highways and express highways all are there. But for the tourist transport operator or a public transport operator, there are certain limitations are there on the speed. In Delhi express highway, that public transport is restricted to 80 kilometer. But normal private car can go up to 120. But these people normally traveling people, lot of people complaining that how you are running the bus, how you are, the speeds are not there. So these are the restrictions are there. Moreover, that Prime Minister's announcement now wedding in India, but originally the 95% of the tourist operations are doing in India by the domestic operator. Unfortunately, recognitions are not there. Then foreign tourist comes in India only, they are recognized. Moreover, if a tourist transport operator doing business in Kerala, I know that all of my brothers are here, they are having lot of difficulty operating buses, operating cars, that small-time operators. Big time there are there, 6,000 trucks are there, they are operating very fantastically, and AI and virtual reality, they are using it. But for a small-time operator, it's a competitive, because the virtual reality and AI, the beneficial for the public. They can get a real time what is going in the business. So they made them, the transport operator, this AI and virtual reality made them more competitive. So competitive and more productive also. Then only we can give much better result. So that gentleman told me that when 81, before 2000, booking air ticket was very difficult. Now you can book anywhere of the world, anytime, anywhere, you can travel, you can plan, you can, according to your schedule, you can plan everything. But in this sense, for a small-time operator, how he can come to the main scenario? It's big people are playing in the big field. It's a small-time operator small operator, if he is having a 4 or 5 vehicles, how he can survive? That is a big challenge for them. That I don't know how this will go on and how AI or virtual reality will help him to promote his business, or whether he can survive in. Now you see social media is more effective and more influential also. So that's better, this other panelist can reply on that. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, wonderful. So whatever you are trying to integrate artificial intelligence and virtual reality, now our Singh is adding to some of the points of the question.
Taking the opportunity of sitting on this esteemed gathering, I would like to share something. In Delhi, the Delhi Transport Authority does not allow the imported cars to be registered. Why? Because these imported cars, the Mercedes and the BMWs and the Audis and all, they do not have a speed governor fitted in them. A speed governor is not inbuilt in all imported cars. That is one part of the story. We are in the High Court against this. Honorable Transport Minister says the highways are open for 120 kilometers, but these imported cars are fixed to be driven only on 80 kilometers. Another portion of this is the same quality of car with white number plate, an 18-year-old person, a 20-year-old person having a license, driving it 220 kilometers is allowed. Same car, same model with yellow number plate, a driver with 30 years of experience cannot drive more than 80 kilometers speed. And maximum number of accidents in Delhi, in India, are happening because of this young generation driving on higher speeds without being objected. The very, very fresh example is that gentleman, 114 years old, Fauja Singh, who was killed by another person who was an NRI, and he was on Toyota Fortuner car, and when he was caught and asked, he said, "Main mobile dekh raha tha." So, a private number car, he hit him, he died. So these are the issues. Mobile dekh raha tha, killed. If a commercial driver does something, there is a heavy penalty. A private one does something, they give him time, liberty to recapture on everything. So these are the things which our respected government should take up, that the penalty and things should be over. These are most important things.
Wonderful. What a point he has made. A driver who's 30 years experience cannot drive more than 80 kilometers speed, and a youngster who's 18 years can drive at 110 kilometers speed. Is it not partiality? Is it not discrimination? I'm also very sure what Singh had mentioned here. This should also change in the country. I'm sure the country where we understand drivers are the people who are experienced bus or lorry drivers. Many think these people sit in big vehicles and they create accidents. What he clarified today is not that. The new generation youngsters who are doing rash driving or the drunken driving are the people who are creating accidents more. For you to understand also, very important today is, please make sure these drivers are taking that very seriously as their profession. Respect those drivers, the truck drivers and lorry drivers and the bus drivers. I used to tell some of the officers where I used to train, please respect the truck drivers. Those guys are coming from long distance. Don't treat them inhumanly. Sometimes the way the poor guys are traveling 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 kilometers. And I always say, if possible, when some of the truck drivers come near, stop near your places, offer them some water, offer them some food. All of us have got a good heart. So this drivers who are taking us all over the country, all over the places, who are making us travel safe. This is a great business summit, not only for the business owners, for those people to understand the revolution taking place in the travel industry. It is for us also to understand with the heart that we will respect those travel industry people who are running it using their common sense or artificial intelligence or virtual reality, driving for our safety, taking us to different destinations. So this day, all the 7 panelists who have given your beautiful thoughts, and I'm sure we will have a lot of more questions, a lot of answers, all of them. You see, Patwardhan ji is ready, though he's the president, ready to answer another more questions. I'm sure the chairman, Ajit Pegasus, will have 2 more events to go after this. All the chairman of Gokulam Group, Gopalatan, is sitting. All the VIPs, I find from Hosur also, so many Rotarians, all of you have come here from long, different places. This is for you to carry this message. This business summit is for you to carry this beautiful message of the importance of the travel and tourism industry in India. Please make sure all of us want enjoyment, all of us want fun, all of us will celebrate. If somebody is not wearing the seat belts or somebody is drunk and driving, make sure we avoid such people to drive when they are drunk, and make sure this travel industry becomes a pioneer role model in the entire world. This revolution using the virtual reality and the artificial intelligence, which is brought to you by the Manappuram Finance Limited, Unique Times. Let's give a round of applause to those organizers who have done this, and all the panelists here for spending their time and giving you very beautiful inputs on the importance of the revolutionizing of the travel industry through technology, the role of artificial intelligence and reality. Your good friend, Dr. Kuriachan, signing off. Thank you very much.
Manappuram Finance Limited presents Unique Times Submit, Revolutionizing Travel Through Technology, the Role of AI and Virtual Reality. Powered by FICF, Federal International Chamber Forum, Alcazar Watches, DQ, BOCI, DQ78 TFM, Grade 1 Soap, and DQ T-shirts. An event by Pegasus Global Pvt Ltd.
Alcazar Watches, luxury you can wear.
DQ, a luxury redefined brand.